Many years ago, a childhood friend of mine gifted to me his Sega Dreamcast with a bunch of accessories. One of the included accessories was this Japanese light gun. Unfortunately, when I received it, it wasn't working at all. Around the same time I received the light gun, I wanted to start uploading videos to YouTube. So I recorded myself repairing the light gun, but I never did anything with the footage. So I decided to take the footage and make a video, and that's basically what you're watching right now. I do not recall recording myself taking the light gun apart, and if I did, I probably lost the footage. But honestly, taking the light gun apart is quite easy, and you can see the process in reverse close to the end of the video where I reassemble the light gun. Even though I was very inexperienced back then, I quickly found the issue, since as you can see, the problem is quite obvious. One of the PCBs somehow snapped in half, and because of this, 3 of the traces got broken. My guess is that someone took it apart to clean it up, and didn't pay attention to the PCB when they were putting it back together. First things first, I just glued the PCB together. Later on, I decided to reinforce it by gluing 2 plastic pieces to its back. Next, I scratched the solder mask off the PCB, so that the solder could stick to the bare traces. I cut 3 small pieces of non-threaded wire and soldered them into place. Not the best looking solder joints, but still strong enough to do the job. I only owned a cheap soldering iron at the time, and had really basic soldering experience back then. Thankfully, this was a very simple and basic PCB, so repairing it wasn't too hard. A repair like this of course will not be possible with a multi-layered PCB. Putting it back together is quite easy and straightforward, and only takes a few minutes. There's not a lot of pieces, and they all fit only one way, so there's not a lot of things that you can mess up. It's pretty easy to make sense of all of it. Even the screws all seem to be the same size, so it doesn't even feel that tedious to put it back together. And finally, the moment of truth. A quick test with the House of the Dead 2, which by the way is a great game to play this Halloween, and we're definitely back in business. I've always been a huge fan of light gun games, and having this one back and running again really makes me happy.
How could this happen?
I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know in the comments below. I'm also curious to know if you have ever attempted to repair your own hardware at any point. And if you did, how did it go? Thank you for watching one of my earlier attempts at repairing some retro stuff. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and see you next time.
Don't forget to